Oh shit, I got something in my eye. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Atlanta Falcons Nation? This is your boy, man, Mike, sitting next to the one, the only,
just Kstlyz.
Hey, man, we got a great show for you guys. Hey, the saga continues. I don't think this is ending anytime soon, but y'all already know how we get down before we even get to the nitty gritty. But I want to thank everybody before we even get started for joining us. We had an outstanding show yesterday, almost 400 people. And I know, I'm not expecting those numbers today, but anything can happen. But when it all come down to it, man, y'all continue to support us here at Atlanta Falcons Nation, Just Kstlyz channel, Mad Mike channel, Miss Maggie's channel, everybody for the most part. So if you haven't already and you're new to the channels, please hit that subscribe button. A lot of our affiliates, everybody's channel is in the description, so you guys can find every last one of those. But Kstlyz, you want to get to these names, man?
Hey, man, but like I said, before we get to the names, I'm gonna just say, if y'all ain't subscribed to the Just Kstlyz channel, y'all go ahead and do that. And the reason why I'm saying that is during this video, like I said, click on this video on my channel. I know most of y'all watching it on Mad Mike or Atlanta Falcon Nation, but click it on my video on my channel and leave your questions and suggestions so we can get the 6-man combo going, because I want input from y'all as well. But let's go ahead and get into some of these names we got in here, man. I'm kind of like the people's champ of the damn crew, which I'm not, but whatever. We got Mr. Burgess Cody Jr., we got the Nation, we got Rodney Brown in the building, we got William Amy, Chris White, what is happening? Feisty Falcon fan, Michael Walker, like I said, Eric McDowell Jr., Joseph Thornton, Mr. Motivator, your homeboy Ted Sports and Gaming. You know, he has a sports gaming channel there. Like, I make sure y'all go support him as well. Joe Houston, One Carter, ATM 3405. That's the homie. That's one of my ears in the streets. Hey, like I said, y'all follow him on Instagram. That's my homie. We got the King here. We got Harrison. King, Fred Moore Jr., King Fuego. Seminella, what's happening? Joseph Mestis, YMOF Jamal, Official Monk. We got Cartier Walker, and I'm going to actually laugh at saying this, but I'm like, Facebook user, what's happening? Tabitha Barkley, Dynamite, Asia Green, Speed Falcon for life, Falcon Hawk Braves extraordinaire. Let Us Pray Sports. Oh, man. She said coming from California. Hey,
California. No side
it's time to party. California. This time party in the city. All right, man. What's going on, people? How y'all doing this evening? Like I said, we got a good one for you today. Look like it's just gonna be the terrible twosome, because we know we the quote ghetto Falcon content creators. What's going on, Mike? How we doing today, man?
I can't fake the phone. I'm still kind of I'm there's just more stuff coming out, man, and I'm just I honestly feel like bamboozled, man. Like, damn. Like, ain't no way around it. Ain't no way around it.
Well, we're gonna turn this thing into a whole karaoke damn show, but we keep rapping around here. But go ahead and get it off your chest, man. Like I said, what you got to say to the people starting off?
We gonna get to that, but Wow. I'm. Let me just see what's on the agenda first. All right. Let me see that first. All right. Let's just address the trade rumors first. Let's start there first. As far as the team that you are, myself feel as though Julio are going, or should the Falcons grant him or give him the respect enough to say that, like, we're going to trade you. Like, if they should give him that. Do you feel as though like the Falcons should grant him, given how he's, essentially conducted himself?
I'm on the floor now.
Yeah.
Man. And like I said, be honest with you, this is why we kept saying yesterday's show, like I said, it's not about bashing Julio and pretty much poo-pooing what he's done for this franchise. But the issue is you literally created a toxic situation just with that. So, and I don't know if a lot of people seen a lot of the articles that been going on the last couple days and stuff like that. But Arthur Blank pissed about this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know we said, well, Arthur Blank kind of get a little bit of the blame for like kind of not putting his foot down as far as the public relations of it.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue was, it sounded like to me it was one thing that was said, which led to something that went completely right. The issue is, would I send Julio to the team he wants? No. You've kind of lost that right in the way that the situation was handled. Now, if this was something that would have never got out to the public like it did, like you got people that's in there that be snooping around, like I said, Julio demands a trade and stuff like that. Like I said, that's fine, but it's the simple fact that it ended up being so messy the way behind it. And yesterday I said Shannon Sharp wasn't shit for doing that. But I gotta put the blame on Skip Bayless too, because he instigated that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
He instigated that. And like I said, be honest with you, if you want to go to because they say he preferred to go to the Titans or the Patriots, fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna send your ass to Cincinnati or the Jets. They're gonna be the only teams we gonna look at.
Right.
Because if it would have if it would have been done a different way, if it would have done more professionally, then they would have granted him, okay, yeah, we'll send you to the Patriots. Oh, we'll send you to Tennessee. Oh, you might want to play for the Las Vegas. We'll send you over there. Like I said, but it's the fact that it came out the way it did. Is like, oh no, you don't get that right. Because remember, his extension starts this year, so all his money is fully guaranteed. He ain't got no trade clause.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey man, like I said, the situation, and I see Daniel Bell y'all lay off Julio Jones. I don't want to go. I don't want to get back into saying what I said, but like I said, I'm a with the disclaimer here. We ain't getting into Julio Jones like that. We are saying, and I've been saying this thing all day, boy. It about made me turn into the Hulk today because I almost got fired today for this. I like. We ain't talking about Julio Jones the person. We are talking. Okay. Well, you're technically muted, so they hear you in the background. So.
Well, I wanted to say that it's selective hearing. That's what it is.
Wow.
Oh yes.
Oh, of course. If you ain't crying and beveling and sitting here talking about, oh, I can't live no more because Julio ain't on here. Now you talk about Julio. No, we're looking at the business side of it. There's a way to conduct business, and people say Julio didn't know he was lying. He knew he was lying because if he talked to Shannon Sharp about this multiple times, he knows his schedule when he's online.
So he said it in the interview that he already was like, no, he's staying in Atlanta. So he had a change of mind. Go see the interview again. He said before he called Julio, he said, no, he's staying in Atlanta. And then he called him again. He said, hey, what you gonna do, Julio? You gonna stay in Atlanta? You stay in Atlanta. You know, what you gonna do? Like, you going to Dallas? Like, he said that doing that. So the man, like I said, man, I'm gonna say this, and I don't give a damn how you feel when it comes down to it. Once you give me your ass to kiss and you quit on your teammates, most importantly, that's most important over anything else. You quit on your teammates. These guys believed in Julio. A lot of these guys were desperate to come to Atlanta, sign a contract with Atlanta just so they can pay with Julio. Cordell Patterson said, please don't leave, big dog. He said that, and he said that, and he tweeted that. So a lot of these guys look up to him. And for a guy to do that shit, come on, bro. That's some bullshit.
Hey, man, like I said, and you know what? I'm going to ask you a question, too. And I see Mike Conti put a tweet out here just a couple minutes ago. And this is what I thought about, and I know a lot of y'all will agree with me on this one. He said, and this is Mike Conti said, I got it right here on my phone. He said, I thought it was absolutely, he said, I thought it was strange the fact that there was no follow-up about the Julio Shannon Sharp thing on today's show. They usually follow up on everything they do, but they didn't follow up today on that. Well, I said, what can I say right there? Like you said, is it one of those public relations nightmare scenarios that we're looking at now?
I don't think it's a public. I know Julio knew exactly what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Julio knew exactly what he was doing. But they tried to design it like it was just a spur of the moment type of thing. That's what I think what happened. Because they never followed up. Nobody said anything about it. Shannon Sharp didn't say, I apologize for putting them on the spot. Nobody said nothing. Julio Jones didn't speak through his agent. Just like, like everybody was like, did he really know he was on? So they cast that doubt. It was a well thought out plan. Thought out plan. Julio is not a dumb person. Right. That man been hiding his true identity for 10 years. So he's not stupid. We're seeing the real Julio right now.
Right.
This is the real Julio. This man, I don't give a damn how you guys feel about him. I don't care about none of that, that all that stuff he did on the field. Yeah, he put his body on the line. Yeah. Julio ain't the only one that put his body on the line. Matt Ryan put his body on the line every single play. He is the target on every single play. This man gets hit. He doesn't have the luxury of going out for a damn play and sitting on the damn sideline. He's the damn quarterback. He's getting smashed every play. He's getting hit. And people are trying to hit him every single play. So for this man to sit up here and quit on the team, look, I'm gonna be real. This motherfucker ain't got no excuses to quit. Let me repeat this. Julio Jones has absolutely no fucking excuse to quit. And excuse my language. He has no reason to quit when you have a quarterback he gets hit over 120 times a year. What are you complaining about? Matt Ryan didn't quit. He get his behind smashed every year over 100 times, get sacked, and get hit over 100 times a year, and you up here complaining? You complain? You quitting of all people? You decide that you had enough? And Matt Ryan, he get hit by 300 pounders. Julio Jones don't have to run through 300 pounders. Matt Ryan does. If anybody need to quit, them offensive linemen and Matt Ryan need to quit. The defensive linemen, those guys need to quit. Because they battling in the trenches every single play, and you decide that you want to quit, that you had enough, bro. If that don't spell diva, I don't know what does. You ain't doing nothing. You on the side of you not even in the trenches, and you quit on the team. Grady Jarrett has reason to quit. Jake Matthews, those guys are in the they in the damn trenches with guys that'll eat you alive, like Ndamukong Suh. These guys are monsters. Aaron Donald. These guys are in the trenches, and they didn't quit. But you want to quit? Say you want to win? Come on, bro. That dude weak, bro. That dude is weak for this.
Yeah, and like you said, it's not a good look for him. And like you said, with it's going out talk about Julio. Like the Falcons might not even get a second round for Julio. They said the most you might get is a third round at best for him, because the way that looked like. Because remember, the one thing they always said about Julio Jones was he didn't talk much. You know, he's the team guy and stuff like that. Like I said, that was good. But we're talking about what happened and what the public perception of it is. The public perception is basically going to say that how long has he felt like this? Like I said, this wasn't a spur of the moment conversation. This is not the first time he has talked to Shannon Sharpe about this. If you actually listen closely to the conversation sounded like this. They talked about this a lot. Now, when you talk about trade value, and I saw Let's Get It GA said trade him to Cleveland for Odell Beckham Jr. I don't know about Odell Beckham Jr., but like I said, if you want to throw a Kareem Hunt in there, or you get one of them defensive players, not Tat McKinley, but get one of the defensive. I'll be damned on that mo. But if you can get a Kareem Hunt out of that thing, if you need to, like, because at this point it's damaged goods now, not on the field, but now it's the locker room thing. Remember, Julio been the captain of this team for at least 7-8 years now. How long has he felt like this while he's been the captain? And Ritesh Prusi said here, he said he wants to leave because the old regime would give him whatever he wanted. The new regime ain't gonna do that. And then that's what I said. It opened up Pandora's box for conversation. It's too many things that could be said out of this. So when we look at folks that said we bashing Julio, we're not bashing Julio, but the thing is,
man, y'all,
that 30 seconds, that minute and 30 seconds right there has changed the perception of Julio Jones with a lot of people, including the media. So it's like I say, it's not the franchise fault. He knew what he was doing, and it put the situation and made it worse for him. Because now you in a situation to where now the Falcons are not going to be able to get the value that they want. They might not be able to trade you. Now, if you come in and you hold out, the Falcons could hold you hostage and say, "Okay, you just gonna sit out the whole year."
They well within their rights to do so. They don't have to do anything. Julio is still under contract.
Right.
So I always, Julio just fooling us. Come on, bro, stop. Fooling us. Like, this ain't damn kindergarten. This is not kindergarten. Oh, he playing the trick on us, y'all. Come on, stop.
Yeah.
Y'all don't. y'all, these are the same people that say up here, Matt Ryan fans are delusional. Y'all, he suck. Y'all delusional. This man just shitted on the whole organization and quit. What do you call it? He already got paid, so it can't be about money. What's the point? What do you get out of this, Julio? Because this is a league where you don't know. Like the Falcons were in 2016, the Falcons were predicted to be 5-11. And they went to the Super Bowl. So don't give me this, oh, he just want to win, because you never know. A team that could be last, you could have the damn Jets go to the Super Bowl. If everything line up the proper way in the NFL, even a team like the Jets can turn things around and end up in it. This is the NFL, the best of the best. Anything is possible. So, like I said, when it all comes down to it, don't give me this crap about he just want to win, because that's bull crap. The dude is simply a damn snake. He hid behind this goody two shoe image for 10 years. And look, I'm gonna give him credit. He did a damn good job of doing so. He did a wonderful job of doing that. He fooled me. He fooled everybody. The dude never look. I'm gonna say this too, Kstlyz. When the last time you seen him and Roddy White really hanging out like that?
Never.
Somebody make me. He don't hang around Roddy. They supposed to be best friends, and he don't even speak about Julio even when it's football season. When is the last time you guys have really seen Julio around his quote unquote homeboys?
What you talk about outside of Migos?
Outside of the Migos.
but I haven't seen too much. But let me get to this point, and this is an actual article here, and this, like I said, this is from The Athletic, and like I said, shout out to Cookie by Nature, because he's one of our ears in the street.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what this paragraph says right here, and I'm gonna read this here. It said the relationship had not been the same since the conscientious contract negotiations in 2019, which resulted in his 3-year extension. Like I said, the money aspect of it, we kind of understand. Like, he wasn't gonna get paid as much, and he wanted to be the highest paid, one of the highest paid receivers in the league. That's understandable. But what the issue that came with it, though, is, from what they're saying, is it went a lot deeper than that. Now, when people say, well, he wanted to play with a younger arm or a better quarterback, that was his opportunity to leave. He didn't have to sign that extension.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, I get a lot of DMs talking about, well, he said he wanted to play with a younger, stronger arm quarterback and all that stuff. That was your opportunity to leave right there and go pursue that. And like I said, and at that point, you would have had the greatest value there. And everybody, like I said, everybody wants you now, but the problem is now that he has that extension starts this year, teams are kind of like on the weary side of trying to pay him because they have to fit that contract within the salary cap.
Mm-hmm.
So it's tough.
Yeah, that's just like I said, we're going to get back to this, but let's kind of get back to Arthur Smith press conference. And I didn't see it, but I did see, a couple of quick clips there. So go ahead.
Hold on. I'm just going to throw this picture up. This is what Arthur Smith looked like throughout the whole press conference. This is what he looked like.
I already with the bullshit today, bro.
Because the thing about the press conference was, and I seen a little bit of it. It was basically everybody was trying to get him to talk about the Julio situation.
Mm-hmm.
Which basically he said, I'm not finna talk about the Julio situation because we finna keep that private. Which let you know that he's not finna portray the code as far as like the code is whatever goes on in the locker room, keep it in the locker room. He's not gonna do that. But the main thing that he said in the press conference was he emphasized the team. He said, we respect Julio and what he's done for this franchise, but I'm focusing on the guys that want to be here. He did, like you said, he's looking like, okay, if Julio don't want to be there, that's fine. We got 80 to 90 guys that's here in this OTAs that want to be here and want to learn. Them the guys I'm going to focus on. He gave props up to Calvin Ridley. He gave props up to Russell Gage. He said he can't wait to see what Russell Gage do this year. A lot of people are talking about where Russell Gage gonna fit in. Like this may be an opportunity for him to really expand his role on this team. So we have to look at it from we don't have Julio, but it opens up an opportunity for somebody else to get playing time. So he's focusing on the guys that are here. And boy, they was trying to get that. They were trying to get that Julio. They were trying to get that Julio tidbit out of him so bad. That dude looked like he was ready to slap shit out of somebody. I ain't even gonna lie.
Man. That's why I love him, man. That's why I love him. But I'll say this, man. I think there's somebody made an excellent point. That they thought it was Mike Conti. He thought it was real suspicious if they didn't have a follow-up for that. So there could be some tampering charges. And this is something that I talked about because a lot of players, like this is something too that when you go to the, the offering table again, on the collective bargaining agreement, like a lot of teams, like I think they're going to get to a point where a lot of players, whether it's on Twitter or they on these podcasts and whatnot, and they say things to like, sure, I want Julio Jones, and like a lot of these players talking and saying little slick stuff. And I would not be surprised to see shortly to see a team file tampering charges on whether it like the media. This is one thing that people don't know. A media company can be fined and penalized for tampering with players. This can happen. That's something that they can be, whether it's a fine, I don't know how they're going to do it, but they can. The NFL team can legally go after a media company for tampering charges. And reason why I bring this up is because guys like you see that the Tennessee Titans, all they players, they sit up here running their mouth. AJ Brown, Derrick Henry, all these guys say, "Hey man, I want Julio, Like how y'all know? Why are y'all tweeting all this type of stuff? Why are you tweeting all this? Do y'all know something? Did Julio tell y'all something? You can't do that. That is tampering. So if the Falcons want to file tampering charges, because this is another again, this is one of the reasons why Mike Conti said, and I think this is something really, really I think this is important. Why didn't these guys follow up on Shannon Sharp, Julio Jones conversation? They never spoke on it.
Mm-mm. And I listen to Undisputed every day on Spotify, and I ain't heard not one word. I heard ESPN talking about it more than they are. And the problem is that it looks very suspicious. Like Mike said, it looks very suspicious. And I see Sean Jones in here talking his shit. Like I said, that's the homie though. So he good. We know where his heart is. He just like picking on us for some damn reason. But yeah, like I say, it's just a bad look. That's all I can say on it.
Man, I'm just gonna be real, man. Julio just looked like a punk bitch. Like I said, he just looks like a punk bitch, man. It's just so many ways that you can go, and I'm just disappointed of how not like again, not for us. He don't really owe, and like he don't owe any of us of explanation. But when you make it public, that's when I changed. Like you owe us an explanation when you make shit public, and that's why a lot of organizations don't want to like keep, let the public know certain things. You keep things in house. He didn't do that. He act like a punk and took it to the and ran his mouth about a situation that just needed to be held under wraps. You didn't have to do that. What are you going to gain for doing that? The team doesn't gain anything from this. Now that they know that you want out, a lot of these organizations is not going to even give the Falcons a lot of stuff. So like for me, like I said, man, this for him, and this is one major reasons why I say this. The reason why I say this is because a lot of people don't realize when Julio Jones, he decided that he wasn't going to wait till his last year. He wasn't going to wait till his last year of his contract to start negotiation. That's how the NFL protocol is. You got to wait till the last year of your contract to start contract negotiations. Julio decided, and was it 18, 19? He didn't want to damn wait. That goes against NFL protocol. So the Falcons were well within their right to say, no, you're going to have to wait. They didn't do that. They respected him as a man that they started negotiation for his contract early, out of respect for him. And what did that do? That right there, and I'm telling you, this is something that a lot of people are not looking at also. That right there hindered the Falcons to either sign a new contract or keep someone. Get someone, whether it's in free agency or give a little bit more, because they gave him $66 million contract or something like that. And all of it was guaranteed. $66 million in guaranteed money that they gave him. That money could have went to somebody else and signed a free agent. But Julio he didn't want to damn wait. So that cost not only us bringing in a free agent, but this is what I've been saying. This right here, what this did, and I know y'all like, nigga, just get to it. This right here allowed the people, did not allow the Falcons to keep a lot of players. And this is what we're talking about when we're talking about 4-year-old come. The Falcons had to get rid of people because Julio didn't want to damn wait. And then we worry about depth and all these depth issues, whether it's on the offense side or the defensive side of the ball. We couldn't keep certain players. They end up walking. We had to cut people. So it added to the contract problem that we already had because he didn't want to be patient. He was selfish. So it's right that like this is the thing, like this is the reason why I'm really upset, because we got guys like Matt Ryan, Dion, Grady, like all these guys. They restructured their contract to make sure we got more money so we can bring in more players. And Julio didn't want to wait. He got his money and said, I'm gone. That's selfish.
Yeah. Like I said, what we're talking about the public perception. That's the reminder. This is the public perception of what people gonna see of Julio Jones. Damn, boy, you kind of hit on a lot of things because I'm gonna say it like this. I had a DM that hit me last night too, and it was talking about if they, you know how you get if they would have never, they should have traded Matt Ryan and kept Julio thing. And I had to tell him, I said, you realize if you would have traded Matt Ryan or cut him, we was losing Julio Jones anyway.
Right.
And if you would have did that, you would not only lose Julio Jones, but you will lose Calvin Ridley and Foyer Lil-Khan.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that's why they went with the route of Julio kind of being the guy they had to get rid of, because that $23 million cap hit, dead money that they had to pay, is a lot cheaper than the $70 million cap hit they would have hit with Matt Ryan. So when Terry and Arthur came in here, that's when they said in their first press conference, we're going to evaluate the roster and see what moves we can make. You're not going to get rid of the quarterback, because the quarterback was going to cost you way more down the line than the wide receiver. Yeah, like Game 2 Hype said, out of respect for Matt Ryan, Julio should have never done this. It ain't even just to Matt Ryan, but it's just to
his teammates.
His teammates. And like I said, you heard Arthur Blank. He was mad about it. Remember, this is the same owner when Michael Vick broke his leg. He was willing him the games into the sideline for that whole season until he came back. So he does care about his players.
As a matter of fact, I need to see something. Because like this really got I need to see the cuts that year. I need to see the cuts that year when the Falcons re-signed Julio Jones and a lot of players that they allowed it, like that went into free agency because we gave Julio that money and we just couldn't afford him. And that's why I said what I said, because like we talk about, we should have kept this player and why we let this guy go. It's like, well, giving Julio $66 million guaranteed, we could have brought in a defensive lineman that would have gave Grady Jarrett the necessary help. But being that we gave Julio Jones $66 million guaranteed, 30 of that could have went to a guy of let's just say, for instance, Leonard Floyd or whoever it may be. You know what I'm saying? A good defensive lineman that we needed. A Honey Badger, like whoever it was at the time that was available. We could have gotten those guys. But being that Julio Jones didn't want to wait, and he in his second year of his contract, he still had 2 years left on his contract. This is a league-wide exercise. This is what they do. You can only negotiate contracts. For the most part, they only negotiate contracts in the last year of their deal. This is protocol in the NFL. The Falcons did Julio Jones a favor out of respect for him and what he's done for this organization. And for him to leave at the end of the day. And I hear a lot of people saying that, at the end of the day, Julio got to look out for Julio. Bro, that's the truth. But at the same time, there are consequences for every action. This is what we're talking about, what I tweeted earlier. There's a consequence for every action. Because when you look at, a guy like Calvin Ridley or a guy like Hayden Hurst, who, you say you love these dudes, these my boys, we're going to go to war together. And next thing you know, you get your money, you get your guaranteed money. And this is, this right here, and I just thought about this. This is going to hurt a lot of players coming in the future with this guaranteed money because the bullshit that Julio just paid. A lot of owners are going to put some incentives on these guaranteed money, on these guaranteed contracts, because players doing stuff like this, they're not going to be able to get it. This is a bad move all around for players. You get your money and then you pull stuff like this. Owners are just going to get even more vicious than they already are. So this is bad all the way around.
All right, we got a couple super chats here. We got Big Surge 559 with the $2 super chat. He said, kind of sounds like the Jeff Garcia T.O. situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Only thing is that Julio Jones didn't call Matt Ryan the other word, so we're not gonna say that here. So
yeah, we're not gonna say that word.
Yeah. We trying to stay monetized in here, so we good. And then we also got Joe V with the $5 super chat. And like I said, he said it's a typical breakup. It's like her telling all his friends that she's not happy with you, and your boys are telling us she's looking. Yeah. But
thank you, Joe.
But at the end of the day, like I said, when we look at the Arthur Smith press conference, like I said, I know if everybody get a chance to, y'all can go to the Atlanta Falcons page, and it'll show you, like they really like the people that was asking the questions were so mad because it was like they wanted the Julio soundbite, they wanted that soundbite, but he said he like I'm
not giving it to you.
He like, bro, I'm not giving it to you. Like I said, if that's the case, you better go ask somebody else. Cause I forgot who it was, but they asked him about the whole Julio and the cowboy shirt thing. And Arthur Smith said, I didn't know that, or I wasn't focused on it. No, he said, I didn't know anything about that. So the guy asked him, he was like, so how do you not know that your star player is not wearing a cowboy shirt? This dude literally just said, bro, I don't care what shirt they wear. We give everybody the opportunity to express themselves, to get off their grievances and do whatever the fuck they want. At the end of the day, we here. But hold on. Let's get this. We got another super chat. We got the $5 super chat by Dre True Statement. We appreciate you, homie. He said, here's a question nobody's asking. Why hasn't the Falcons came to Grady for a restructure if that was another option? Well, probably because they already knew Julio was going to be gone.
Yeah. And contracts you can't just draw up a contract in one day. All right.
You gotta work.
You gotta get the details. Does he want a trade? Trade calls in there. Like, this is a restructure of the numbers, and how much money do you want this year? Do you want to opt out? Like, these are the things that goes into these contracts. It's not like, oh, we're gonna draw a number we're gonna write a number on a piece of paper and let that be it. It's much more detailed than that.
No, because you also have to remember Grady just got his contract. What was it? 2 years ago?
Years ago, yep.
2 years ago. So that's a lot. That's a lot of reworking that you got to go down through. So I think you would probably definitely expect I would say this. You probably would expect a restructure from Grady probably after that June 1st deadline. I'm just going off a guess here, so I don't know shit. So I'm just going off a guess here. But King said you better beg Jones to stay. I'm not begging a grown ass man to stay. No, man,
you out your damn mind.
Nah.
Bye.
Like I said, if he wanted a better quarterback, he had an opportunity to do that 5 years ago.
Yeah, he could have been gone and hooked up with Tom Brady in Tampa Bay if he wanted that bad.
Yeah, he had the opportunity to do it 5 years ago. He didn't do it because at that time it was right around the mid time of that second contract he got, where there was no guaranteed money. He could have asked to get out from that point. But yeah, so we got another $5 super chat. He said Tajay Sharp a good replacement. I think so. Now you're not going to replace Julio Jones with one receiver. It's going to have to be a collective unit. And this is what a lot of like the good teams do, is not necessarily have to have a great receiver, but you have to have a collection of receivers, and you have to have the right scheme to get these guys open. Tajay Sharp is a big target, about 6'4", 6'5". That's a tall joker, but they're going to have to scheme these guys open. And like I said, this is going to be the right scheme for them, especially in the middle of the field with the tight ends. So we appreciate the $5 super chat. Hey man, we ain't even really get a chance to see what these folks been saying. We ain't even get a chance to see what these folks been saying. I think they've been enjoying us. I guess they've been enjoying us seeing what he's saying here. Hold on, we got one. Don Armstrong said, "Do y'all think this is an indictment on Matt Ryan?" Well, that's very interesting because it kind of when we said an indictment on Matt Ryan. What are you meaning? Are you trying to say is it his fault or are you trying to say that Julio is throwing Matt Ryan under the bus type thing? So I got to figure out what you're saying with that one. But it's gonna be one of those things that, and this is very interesting too. And I know y'all used to Mike talking a lot, and I'm doing a little bit more talking than usual. But it's kind of interesting that a lot of the people that are mad that Julio Jones going down this route were the same people that wanted him gone last year. Yeah, I remember that quite a bit. I'm just saying. That's why we always say the grass is not always greener on the other side. That was it. You have to look at everything from the totality of the standpoint.
Let me tell you. Let me say this. I'm just gonna say this as a guy that played wide receiver and quarterback. It don't matter how fast you are, you can't make a quarterback throw the ball accurately. It don't matter how far and how big his arm is. You can't force it to be accurate. And I'm just gonna leave you with that statement. And this is why the guy on ESPN, I forget, speak something. I forget the name of the show, but he said it today. Like, y'all are the greatest quarterback receiver duo in the history of the game. This is a guy that was a journeyman. This guy was, he wasn't a superstar. This is where a lot of superstars, and Terrence Mathis pretty much stated, a lot of these superstars just don't know how to accept the fact that they're not as good as they once were. You're not the same Julio Jones. No matter how much we want to say that Julio is the same, he's not the same. And this is the same thing that goes for Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is not a guy that can continuously carry a team just on his own anymore. You need players around him. And like the Falcons are trying to put that in Julio's head. Bro, you are 31 years old. You're not a freak of nature anymore. You're human. You're starting to bleed. Let's be real. You're Logan without the damn healing powers. Okay? Logan, aka Wolverine, you're Wolverine without the healing power. You're not that anymore. And he just doesn't want to come to the realization that he's not a freak of nature anymore. And some players get that. Larry Fitzgerald, and give Fitzgerald his credit. He needs his roses because he didn't cry. He didn't cry and whine. Oh, y'all think I can't do it no more. I'm gonna take my team. I'm gonna go to a new team. Julio Jones is in his feelings because he's not the same guy. And Terrence Mathis warned us about it. It's like a lot of these guys just don't understand. Go back and look at the interview. A lot of these players just don't get it. They're not the same. And we can't sit up here and continuously pay these guys because you're not the same. You just have to come to the realization that, the new sheriff in town is Cavarilli. The new sheriff in town is Kyle Pitts. You're not that anymore. We can't commit to you. We can't commit to, paying you $30 million, $20 million a year, and you're 32, you're 33, 34. You know what I'm saying? You're not that player anymore. So that's just really.
Right. Well, we're going to get to this other $5 super chat. $5. He said, one more thing. Who's getting paid first, Jared or Calvin? Media claiming Falcons can't even afford rookie contract. Well, Jared already got his contract. Calvin really, it's gonna be a possibility, but the issue is they got a couple more moves. Like the thing is, by trading Julio, like I said, you're opening up enough money to where you can sign a rookie class. Because I think this might have been the plan the whole time, but just kind of find a way to push it past June 1st so they can get rid of Julio and not be able to sign your rookie contract. Well, sign all your rookie guys. But yeah, Calvin's gonna end up getting paid because Jared already got his money.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna address this one thing. I'm not gonna say it again, but I'm gonna use an analogy here. All right, okay. Quadon said we turned on Julio, so I'm gonna ask Quadon this question. So you work a job 10 plus years, right? And the job ain't making as much money as it used to be. And they fired. And like I said, all of a sudden you get fired from the job because they need to downsize. So you feel like the job turned on you? Because at the end of the day, you're still working for somebody else. You're not working for yourself. So, like I said, his opinion on Matt is his opinion. That is fine. Like I said, if he got the opinion, the only thing we said was if he had that opinion about Matt, how long has he had that opinion about Matt? That's the thing we're asking. How long has he had it? Because if he had this for like the last 4 or 5 years, he had an opportunity to leave and go to another quarterback that he might have felt that was better. So that's not turning on Julio. That's addressing what he said.
If he said that.
But like you said, that at the end of the day, we keep saying the same thing. The situation with Shannon Sharpe opened Pandora's box. So it's too many variables that can be made out of it now. It's not just one thing. It could be led up to 4 or 5 different things. And it took 1 minute and 30 seconds to do it.
And as far as this Matt Ryan, it being Matt Ryan's fault, it's like, come on, bro. The NFL salary is it's $182 million. That man only accounts for $30 million. So I'm positive that doesn't equal 90% of the salary cap. So I don't know where you guys are. Like, I don't know why you're saying it's because of Matt Ryan. Oh, Matt Ryan, he making 30. But that's 150, 140 million more dollars. What the hell are you gonna do with the rest of it? So it goes to that. So like all this, it's Matt Ryan's fault, and is it Matt Ryan or he not? No, it ain't got nothing to do with Matt Ryan. That's why I say what I say about Julio Jones didn't want to wait his turn. He got greedy. He knew the Falcons. He wanted his money. He was listening to his agents. He was listening to his homeboys. Man, you need to get that money, man. If I were you, I'll use my leverage. There was no reason to use his leverage. They were going to give Julio his money. You're Julio Jones. Why would we get rid of you at that time? You were the reason why we made it to the Super Bowl. You were going to get paid regardless. Even if you were to get injured. Even if he would have got injured, the Falcons still would have gave him his money. That's just showing loyalty to the guy that helped you get to the Super Bowl. They would have done that. So he didn't have to do that. And then to turn around and use that money and the power, like I don't even understand. Like Kevin was saying, why would you? If you felt like this about Matt Ryan and his arm was declining, why the hell did you sign the damn contract? You should have just left and spared us all the trouble we're seeing now. You should have just damn left if you didn't like him.
Yeah, that's what I said. You have to look at it from that point. Because remember, it was after 2014 when he signed that initial extension, right? to where he got paid, or was it 2015? I think it was 2015. Where they gave him that extension to where it was a front-loaded contract. That's why he didn't get paid for 2 years, because all his guaranteed money was in the first. Was it like the first 2 or 3 years? All his guaranteed money came there.
Yeah.
Now the interesting part about that is, and that's where we're asking, like, did you feel like Matt Ryan was on a decline after 2016? Because now you had the opportunity to leave and go play with an Aaron Rodgers. You had a chance to go leave to play with a Tom Brady, Cam Newton, all these guys that you wanted to play with. You had the opportunity to leave right there. But by trying to play the sheep in wolf's clothing and saying this one thing and trying to play it out right here, you, like I said, you didn't have to sign the extension. He didn't have to sign the extension. Like I said, this is not shitting on Julio, but the issue now is, and I'm gonna say it again, it opened Pandora's box. How long has he been feeling this way? That's the thing that a lot of people are not looking at. Because if he felt like this for 5 years, he had an opportunity to leave 5 years ago.
Why didn't you stay?
Exactly.
Why did you stay?
We got another $5 super chat from JJ the Great. He said, "Do y'all think Julio getting traded puts more pressure on Pitts?" No. The offense is not going to predicate and putting pressure on Pitts.
No, they're gonna give him opportunity. He's a tight end. It's easier to open up a tight end than it is to open up space for a wide receiver. Because typically a tight end doesn't have to go against these corners that run a 4-3, 4-2, 4-3, 4-4. So like it's easier for him to beat a linebacker than it is to beat a corner. So he's gonna have opportunities just based on his size and his athleticism to beat those linebackers. So he's gonna be a mismatch problem anyway, just on his athleticism. Because that's not another tight end in the league like him.
Right. And then like Quadana, like I said, he was talking about he made the judgment of based on the dollars. So that means he chose the dollars over winning. So now you just opened up a whole nother situation there. He chose the dollars over winning. Instead of focusing on the winning like he wants to. Like I said, it's all based on, and like I said, don't quote me on it, it's all based on how long he's felt this way. Because if Matt Ryan was such a problem, and if he felt it like that back then at that time, you go somewhere else. I could get fired from my job. Like I said, I could ask for a raise at my job and they don't give it to me. And I say I'm gone. They're gonna tell me get to stepping. Right. Because at the end of the day, it's not my like I said, it's not my company. Toxic Falcon with the $1.99 super chat. $1.99. He says, funny Panthers fans say they're going to sweep us. And the thing about it is, and I look at it as the situation is, I feel like it might be a blessing in disguise as well, too. Because let's be honest, about 80% of this Falcons fan.
Uh-oh. They hating on him.
See, they are. See, I tried. See, look, I tried to adjust my shit. But StreamYard don't like me no more, boy. I said something wrong or something, boy. For God's sakes. Damn, I about forgot what I said. Well, where did I leave off at?
I forgot too.
No, well, okay, I got you. So basically, if I asked for a raise at my job and my job said no, you're not going to get a raise, and I leave, they're going to tell me to get the stepping because it's something that it's not my job. It's not my company.
I said this last night also. You can replace numbers. We can replace Julio's 1,306 touchdowns. We can replace that. But we can't replace his overall talent. You can get two guys and get 1,300 yards. You can get two guys and have 6 touchdowns. That's easily replaceable. But what we can't replace is Julio Jones, the talent himself. So when it all comes down to it, it's like Julio isn't. A lot of players just think they're untouchable. Julio is realizing now that he's not untouchable. That he's irreplaceable. Like, come on, like I said before, when it all comes down to it, you got to take the Larry Fitzgerald model to being a receiver. That man was smart. That man had made $30 million after his prime before he actually, before he retired. That man made 5 years. I think he was like 7, 8. Like he wasn't even making a lot of money being a receiver, but he's still a valuable asset to that team. But he took a pay cut, and now he's taking a pay cut, and now you see him doing his thing. All Julio had to do was just be patient. You still could have been in the league. You still could have had an opportunity to win. But what you did, you got selfish and you got impatient, and you thought you was bigger than what you actually were.
Okay. All right. Once we get to this $5 super chat from Blackheart, $5. He said, to be honest, this seems like a cash grab. One last contract on the way out. I'm sure he's frustrated, but something doesn't pass the smell test. Yeah, what we saying? Like I said, it's a whole bunch of things. But I'm glad people remind me when I said blessing in disguise, because now it's going to put the emphasis, because everybody says that without Julio Jones, Matt Ryan ain't shit. This offense ain't shit. So this gives them an opportunity to we see what this offense is without Matt Ryan, especially this new offense. But we're gonna go on to the next topic. We're gonna talk about definitely the OTAs, but also who's gonna definitely need to be the guy to step up with that absence of Julio. OTAs. What do you think the story of OTAs was as far as what was reported? Because I have once again I have a report here from was it Kelsey Conway? She made her observations on day one of OTAs. And one of the main things that caught my attention was they said the Falcons veteran leaders were in attendance. That caught my eye right there.
Yeah. I got a word for it.
That's one of the things that caught my eye. And the other thing also was accountability. Like players that were messing up, they held their asses accountable, made them run their laps and whatever. Make sure you get this right. But there was a couple other things as well. It was apparently Matt Ryan and Matt Hennessy have grown together pretty well. That's a damn good thing right there. Matt Ryan said that Matt Hennessy, which is crazy, you're gonna have the Matt exchange, but the Matt exchange. But he said that he's grown a lot as far as being a guy that doesn't talk to a guy that talks too damn much.
But that's what you need, though. That's exactly what you need.
And the other thing that they said too was we talked about a second corner. Guess who's the first corner that they used as the number 2 corner in these OTAs?
Fabian.
Yes, sir. Fabian Monroe. So I want to ask you what you think about those takes on the OTAs.
everything for the most part. What stood out to me is um accountability, man. One of the reasons why this team was so damn soft and even the stars didn't play as well as they should have played is because guys like Julio Jones weren't practicing. Julio Jones he's going to go to a situation where he's going to have to practice. Julio Jones all of this was he was calculated with everything that he did. This man don't want to practice. Julio Jones don't want to. Let's be real. That man don't want to practice. He don't want no part of practice. He want to step out, do a couple of damn, a little damn, what you call them damn thing? The Instagram things with Derrick Henry. He want to do those things, and then turn around and make it seem like he actually doing some work. You're not doing any work, Julio. All of that is just for image. Make people think you actually in the off season, you're doing work, and he's really not doing anything. The work really starts and begins when you get into the camp, when you trying to create that chemistry with the offense and the receivers and all that type of stuff, the quarterback. It's one of the reasons why a lot of people always say, oh, Matt can't throw the ball to Julio. Why is it that Matt Ryan can throw an excellent deep ball to Calvin Ridley, Olamide Zaccheaus, but every time he try to hook up with Julio Jones, they're never on the same page. Why is it that? Why is that? That's the reason why. All right? Because Julio ass ain't practicing. Practice makes perfect.
I want to say something. I'm about sick of talking about Julio Jones right about now. Let's get into other players that are there.
Oh, Lord have mercy. You gonna come in here?
Thank you.
Really?
I want to talk about this interview with Jake Matthews. And he made a good point right there. He basically said that, like I mentioned, the veterans are there to help. Arthur Smith is making these veterans hold themselves accountable for not only themselves, but for their teammates. So it's putting more pressure on them to be those true leaders. Now, Julio Jones is not here, so we have to focus on who is here. And I like what Jake Matthews had to say. Just basically, he gave his respect to Julio Jones, but it's like, I can't focus on that right about now. I got to focus on getting me better. And those words is what's been echoed throughout this entire training, and OTAs and minicamp and everything. That's what's been rippling throughout this franchise right about now. I'm liking to hear that. I know y'all reiterate on that, but I know somebody mentioned that Jake Matthews interview, and I thought that was a good little tidbit. I'm going, I'm back in the back. Bye.
Yeah, she's, like I said, she's absolutely right when it comes down to it. Leaders gotta lead by example. Say what? We can't hear you. I can't hear nothing you saying.
No, I said anime muted me out the goddamn conversation.
It was an echo. It's an echo because we're in the same room. So yeah.
Yeah. It's all good. I know. I just want to get some laughter out the way because I know everybody about sick of the Julio talk.
But like I said, like leaders got to lead by example. You know what I'm saying? Like when it all come down to it, man. This is something that we're gonna have to speak on. This Julio stuff is not going anyway. It's not going away anytime soon. So like being that we tired of it, and trust me, I am tired of talking about Julio. I'm tired of talking about the same two players. We always this all whole offseason. It's been Matt Ryan, Julio, Matt Ryan, Julio, Matt Ryan, Julio. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. But like I said before, when it all comes down to it, man, the man just didn't want to practice. He really didn't want to be held accountable for being a true leader. That's what true leaders got to do. You got to lead by example. So you can't be half-assing it and not being able to practice. We saw Julio Jones one time during the whole week, practicing. but everybody else had to practice. And then we wonder why the offense is coming out sluggish because Julio ain't damn practicing. One of the reasons why. But I know a lot of people, we kind of got into it shortly, but I know a lot of people are trying to figure out like, how are we going to replace Julio Jones? Like, well, that's pretty simple. Like, you don't focus on replacing Julio Jones. We got another guy in Hayden Hurst who needs his targets. He's a capable guy. You got Russell Gage, another capable receiver. You got two capable receivers that can end up taking, what Julio does. And we got a guy in Calvin Ridley who's ready to prove me wrong. I want him to prove me wrong. I don't think he's a true number one. I don't think, but I want him to prove me wrong. Please tell me. I want you to prove me wrong. We need that. So we got guys like Calvin Ridley, we have Hayden Hurst, and we have Kyle Pitts. And we're going to run the ball a lot more. So, we don't have to focus on, replacing Julio because you're not going to replace him as his talent, but you can give his targets to someone else.
Mm-hmm. I got one way to replace Julio Jones. I'm finna put it on the screen right now.
I know you finna do it.
Run the damn ball. Run the damn ball. Mm-hmm. That's how you can replace Julio Jones. Run the damn ball.
Mm-hmm. Simple.
Exactly. That's the same thing we say about, and then I got another one that was like, well, we don't have a Derrick Henry. How's this offense going to work? You don't need a Derrick Henry. You got 3 receivers that can make up. Well, 3 running backs that can make up Derrick Henry. Well, 4 technically.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? They all ain't going to be punished and tied by the end of the season if you interchange them. It's not, like I said, it's not always about having the star player at the position. It's all about having the depth enough to get the production of a star player, but you might need 3 or 4 guys to do it. And guess what? Now you ain't putting the load on one guy.
Mm-hmm.
You spread that load. So now you'll have more fresher guys when it comes later to the season. But like Miss Maggie T said about Jay Matthews said he's willing to step up and be that guy. Like I said, we need it. We need that. Like I said, that's what these OTAs is for. People got to remember, the OTAs are not mandatory, but the thing about it, they're used to build chemistry. And by having Matt Ryan there, by having Grady Jarrett willing to step up to be a leader, by having Jay Matthews willing to step up and be a leader, that's 3 phases of the game right there already. You got the quarterback, you got the offensive line, and you got the defensive line. And that's where Arthur Smith was going with his press conference was, we're not going to focus on a guy that's not here. We're going to focus on a guy. We're going to focus on the guys that, well, hold on. Let me rephrase that because I think I messed that up. We're not going to focus on the guy that's not here. We're going to put the focus on the guys that are here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how, and like I said, that's how you change a culture. Not one player is not bigger than the rest of the team. It's all about the team. That is really what brotherhood was supposed to be about.
Mm-hmm.
Brotherhood. Holding accountability. Holding everybody responsible for their own job. Do your damn job and hold everybody responsible to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what his whole focus has been this offseason. That's what his focus is going to be this whole offseason is building that camaraderie, building that accountability, building that balance on both sides of the ball.
Mm-hmm. But as far as like I said, a lot of people are just like so worried about replacing Julio. Like, look, that's what an offense is about. It's not called, that's one of the reasons why, teams weren't afraid of the Falcons because all we did was throw the damn ball to Julio.
Right.
And it got us nowhere. So, like, having a balanced offense is going to make this team a lot more dangerous than what it actually is now.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. We got a couple questions here. Wallace Smith said, I have a question. Did the Patriots win the Super Bowl with star receiver Randy Moss? No.
Oh,
Wait a minute. No. I'm coming to join you. No, he didn't.
They lost the most important game, all that prissy stuff. They got prissy and they got their ass beat. So, like I said, like it's all good to have a Julio Jones, but like they got to have those other phases of the game. That's why the Falcons in '98 beat the one of the greatest offenses, if not the greatest offense of all time, and that Minnesota Vikings with Randy Moss. Because it's just pretty football. Pretty football don't win championships. You got to get dirty.
Mm-hmm. That's why they were the Dirty Birds back then. It was running the day. Even though they had damn near 2 1,000-yard receivers, it was still predicated on running the damn ball, which is the balance. But Big Surge 559 came with another $5 super chat. He said someone on ESPN predicted that Julio is going to be like Randy Moss, just bouncing into different teams like he did. And if that's the case, that's going to really be a damn shame, to be honest with you. That's going to really be a shame. And that's going to kind of give you kind of the respect that Roddy White did, because he didn't go down that route. Calvin Johnson didn't go down that route. They're like I could chase the ring all day, but bro, I'm just adding more damn hits to my body. Because what did you talk for say yesterday? And it's funny as hell that all the points we made yesterday I heard on ESPN today, which was crazy. You looking for a winner is not a guarantee that the team you looking to win with is going to win the Super Bowl.
Or stay healthy.
Or
this
stay
is the
healthy.
NFL. There's no guarantee that the Rams are going to stay healthy. There's no guarantee. We saw it in 18. Well, we had a good team, but everybody got injured. We had like 3 players on IR.
Right. But the thing is, we can get all this Julio stuff out the way now while it's fresh, but it's going to have to come down to us as fans to appreciate the guys that are here. Like, we can appreciate Julio for what he's done. Like I said, he's literally record book wise, he's the greatest wide receiver the Atlanta Falcons have ever had. But we have to focus on the guys that are here now. The guys that's going to be here willing to do the dirty work, willing to try to change the culture of the Atlanta Falcons. Because let's be honest, we have been a soft cookie cutter, Teletubbies, Suki Hana, Amber Rose, slut walk defense culture for the last 5-6 years.
I'm sorry to say this, to interrupt, but it's becoming some big news, and I just knew this was just gonna get bad. There was a reason why the Falcons did not want to reach out. They didn't want to speak on this Julio Jones and Fox matter. AJ Perez is M. McCarthy. I don't know who this guy, but I'll just say AJ Perez. I don't know who it is, but the Falcons are kind of blindsided by it. But the agency that represents Julio Jones has reached out to Fox. In the aftermath of Shannon Sharp's interview, it's become a huge deal. Ooh. So they may have They may have really done it over there. Like they may really have screwed things up. I think the Falcons might possibly be filing charges against Fox for quote unquote, blindsiding Julio with that interview. So we will see what happens. But the news around the NFL is that Fox messed up big time, and the agency that reps Julio Jones reached out to them. So this might be getting ugly. This ain't going nowhere anytime soon.
Ooh, that sounds like a lawsuit, right? Yeah, like you said, that sounds like lawsuit central right there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's what I've been saying the whole show, Mike. You opened up Pandora's box.
Woo! Yeah, this is this wow. Man, this is crazy. This wow.
Hold on, wait. I'm about to say, where did you see that at? Because I definitely want to see that.
I put it in the chat. It's already in the chat, man. So whew, I'm trying to gather my thoughts. So that this is news for us, man. This is news for us, and I'm trying to gather our thoughts about this, but I don't know what they were thinking, Shannon Sharp, and I know what they were thinking. They were trying to be first. Everybody trying to get the scoop. Everybody trying to be the quote unquote source of news and all that type of stuff. Look, you got to learn how to do things the right way. You don't do things the right way, man. You're gonna open yourself up for. Yeah, this is not good.
Ooh, they talk. Hold on. A lot of people might not see this, but AJ Perez says, yeah. Like I said, Maggie T is gonna put it in the chat so y'all can look at it itself. But I'm gonna give you one of the tweets that he had within his thing. He said that Shannon Sharp may have violated California's wiretapping law.
Woo! Wow!
Lord have mercy! Wow! It says wiretapping law that requires birth parties to have knowledge a call is being recorded and or broadcasted. No complaint has been filed yet. Yeah. Wow.
Woo! Yeah, there's Julio.
Ooh, that's not that.
Julio for the wrong reasons now.
Hey, that's what. Look. That's why they didn't follow up on it.
Oh boy, these Falcons are vicious. Oh my god.
Oh my good, bruh.
Julio, what have you done? You should have just showed your ass up to.
Bruh, look. Hey, Chad said he violated California's consent law.
Consent law.
Consent law. I want to say consent, but consent.
Hey, it's the same thing.
Whatever the hell I said, bro. Basically, he just literally just fucked himself. He fucked himself, Fox Sports, and Julio up. In a minute.
Oh, Julio, what? You looking like a big freaking idiot. Stop listening to everybody. Wow.
See, he keep hanging around Quavo and the Migos. This is exactly what happens. He's over here like bitch. That way. Yeah. You definitely about to get Fox Sports 1 going that way to a lawsuit. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh my god.
That's
so hold on, let me repeat. Fox could potentially face a blowback for the interview and much the same way for ESPN reportedly did with Playmakers and later the network's involvement with the Frontline 2-part series of concussions years ago. As far as Sharp attorney tells they may have violated wiretapping law that requires both parties to have knowledge that the call is being recorded and or broadcasted. No complaint has been filed yet, like he said, but this is the Julio. That's all I got to say.
No,
Uncle Shay and Julio.
Now, the thing is, I'm not gonna say it's all Julio's fault, but the issue is, that's not a good look on. That's not a good look on Julio either, because even if he didn't know, he still knows Shannon Sharp's schedule, and by picking up that call at that time of the moment is going to make it look like he knew he was online. Wow. Remember, he did. Remember on camera, we're looking at on camera. He didn't tell Julio. He didn't tell Julio he was live until he hung up.
That still doesn't mean that Julio didn't know. That just legally they can still go at him and make it seem as though Julio can that he didn't know. That doesn't mean that Julio didn't know. That just means that Shannon Sharp, they didn't do the legal thing to let him know first that they was on.
Right. Now, if he would have told him before they got to the conversation that, okay, you live on TV right now. See, now it would have been a different thing. We still be mad about Julio saying what he did, but there would be no legal ramifications behind it. So now we got an issue to where now Julio may be involved in a potential lawsuit involving Fox Sports 1 because he put the information out there. And this is going to be another situation to where we have another black player that's getting caught in the media with some bullshit.
Oh, man.
Because like I said, because I think where Julio's really gonna get messed up at this point is, I don't know if anybody paid attention to it when right before, like right as soon as he called him, he said, "Julio, tell him what we've been talking about before."
Yeah.
So
that's in communication with him.
So like I said, that's a bad sign. It's not like Bruno Guerrero said, it doesn't matter if he knew, it's how he felt. But the thing about it is, that's bad on us because now his trade value might go down even worse. We might not look. We might not be like the best thing we might get out of him is a Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Damn, boy.
They're gonna give you free. They're gonna give you free Chick-fil-A coupons, Sunday coupons, and Chick-fil-A ain't open.
Wow, Julio. All you have to do is shut your goddamn mouth, okay? Damn.
But the thing about it, and I said it before, I have to put the blame on Skip Bayless too, because he instigated that whole shit. He instigated that.
He's the senior analyst. That's all. But they were so interested in being the first to get the news story, they didn't take the time to get the damn thing right. Get it right before you make mistakes. I don't care about nothing about being first and all that type of stuff. Get the story right before you go on and spread some stuff. This almost goes back to, all that mess that was going on with DMX and everybody saying he did. And the man wasn't that like. You can literally be, sued for things like that. Well, you want to get things the right way, man. You just want to do things the right way. But ESPN, I learned right now, that's probably one of the reasons why ESPN is firing people right now. But they actually they have a lawsuit against them also for tampering and recording people. Wow.
Wow.
The media just, but they ain't got no. They ain't got no. They just go around recording people like they the damn FBI. God,
look. Name is Wolfstein said Julio and his agent are upset with Shannon. They can be because now Julio's name could be put in this defamation lawsuit here.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not so much like I say, he's an accessory to the wire fraud. Oh, we got a $5 super chat. Said Noah Tyndale said Julio wouldn't have known if they were on commercial break, and there's no way he said the same answer if he knowing on air. That's a possibility. Like I said, that's why we said that Uncle Shay wasn't shit for what he did. That kind of conversation you don't have on air unless, like you said, unless you legally say that we're on air before you started.
Woo. But again, I'm gonna say this again. In no way does this mean that Julio did not know he was live. I think right now Julio is doing the best thing that he possibly can to salvage himself because he looks absolutely horrible for this.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't buy the fact that he wow. This is just bad. I'm just like, wow. Just not only for Julio, but for Uncle Shay, man. Like all this just look bad. And like you said, at the end of the day, on the senior analyst on that board, Skip Bayless, he pretty much instigated all of this type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He instigated it all. He should have told that man from the very beginning, make sure you do this and this and this. That didn't happen. They talked about it before this show even came on.
Yeah, because really at the end of the day, this is really one of the first times I said that all damn day. But because I knew something was gonna happen because when Julio had that cowboy shirt, I knew Skip Bayless' ass was gonna come up with something. But goddamn it, I ain't know it was gonna be like that.
Woo, man, this is oh my goodness.
So Shad, like I said, and Show Nuff said it right here. Show Nuff. He said that's a behind closed doors combo. That's exactly what it was. And the thing about it is, Skip Bayless set Shannon Sharp up to fail in that situation. Now, we know Shannon, like I said, Shannon Sharp, like I said, he's the reason why a lot of people love him because he speaks his mind. He don't hold nothing back. But this type of thing right here, if it goes down to where it's a lawsuit, Shannon Sharp going to end up getting fired from Fox Sports 1. Because especially now with the way that these companies, like these sports media companies running now, they trying to fire people for anything now. This could be the reason he get fired. And blame Skip Bayless goofy ass because he instigated that shit. He kept pushing it. He pushed it. He knew Shannon knew Julio Jones. So he kept instigating. Because remember, when Skip Bayless when they did the little comment and stuff, Skip Bayless literally said Julio answered, "Don't be a coward." That's what he said. I don't know. And like I said, a lot of people who still, hey, we still got 300 strong here. We appreciate everybody's tuning in to us.
Yeah,
like I
sir.
said,
Thank you, everybody.
Appreciate it. Like I said, we got 300. We need more people to hit the thumbs up button. But like I said, I'm glad. Hit the subscribe button too. But I'm glad y'all stuck into this. If you want to blame anybody for anything that might happen like that, you blame Skip Bayless. Because this is the same shit he likes to pull. Is he like to set motherfuckers up to get fucked up. And this might have been the one right here. This might have been the one. Then you got the players talking about Julio, come to me, come to us. You got AJ Brown talking about he gonna give up his number 11 for Julio. You got DeAndre Hopkins said he's gonna restructure his contract to get Julio Jones. Jalen Ramsey talking about come over here. Like I said, that looks like a lot of shit going on. That ain't right. Ooh, boy. Jesus Christ. And like I said, it could be a situation where he stayed, but they gonna restrict the hell out of him. Uncle Shay Shay might not be Uncle Shay Shay no more. It's gonna be Shannon Sharp, the tie guy.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
like you said, Drew, he said, now it's all about accountability. This is on Shannon. Can't no other grown man make me do shit. Yeah, you're right about that. But if you look at how Undisputed kind of flows in a way, Skip Bayless has this kind of mind control over Shannon where he makes Shannon say some goofy shit at times. Mm-hmm. This is just one of those situations where it could possibly get him in trouble.
Whew, man. That's just...
Wow. Oh, we got $2 super chat by Fort Brad, man. We appreciate it, man. He says, messed up. Skip enjoys the devil's advocate. Yes. Yeah, that's his role. His role is to agitate everybody. That's what Skip Bailey does. Hold on. Man, we got one comment. We got a couple comments here. Brandon Cowell says, if Julio wants to save his reputation, he will stay. He done broke that relationship. He can't save it. He done broke the relationship.
Can't save her.
She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. He can't do that because, like I said, when you got the owner mad at you, you got the owner mad, and then you got the head coach that's mad about the situation, and he's not even he addressing you as the guy that you was, but as far as dealing with the team, he's not even mentioning your name. That's like I said, that's a bad situation, bro. Wow,
that's so not a good situation. That's just a bad look all the way around, man.
So it hurts the Falcons in a way because now the Falcons will not be able to get no type of value for Julio. You may
significant.
You may luck up and get something, but the reality is that his trade, like if this lawsuit go through, like it's saying, like AJ Perez saying in this tweet right here, and Julio name is involved in it, trade value going right down. Because now it's gonna make Julio look like he's gonna look like basically a cancer. And that's why I said the public perception is going to lead to where Julio goes. So the nation says so he basically blackballed himself in this position.
Yeah, he does not look good. That's what greed helps. That's what greed does not help you in this situation. It only hurts.
Mm-hmm. And Brandon Cowell said, hold on. Yeah, like people saying like, shoot, if this the case, he's going to have to ride these last couple years.
I just don't know. I just don't know how you pretend like everything is all good. Like they're gonna have to really, like I said, I just don't know how you make this better. This situation is just messed up. Because Julio said what he said, and like this organization looks. I don't think the organization is. I think anybody that lose anything, Julio just looked like a complete ass in this situation. Like he just looked bad all the way around.
Ooh, yeah. So Yeah. Like I said, you got a brother here that already with a media that makes brothers look bad. That ain't a good thing. Like you said, Javon Estrada said he should have no choice because no one's gonna want to pay him that now. Y'all said he seems like a cancer. We don't know. That's the thing. We don't know if somebody's gonna be willing to pay him. But the thing about it is, now you have a defamation on your character because now it make it seem like okay, you can't keep things in house at its worst time. See, he's kept a lot of stuff in house before this point. Now everything that's coming out, and now, like I said, his name is in the media now. Like I said, everybody's been putting him on the trading block for a few months now. See, now, like as a celebrity or athlete, it just takes one time to defamate for the media to defamate your character.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got a 10 spot here. We got a 10 spot for Fort Bragg. He said, I got about 408 people in my Falcon group, and they say I'm being hateful by saying F Julio Jones. If he thinks that he's above us, he could go somewhere else if he thinks he's going to win. I ain't go like I said, if he thinks he can win somewhere else, like I said, that he has the opportunity to do so. That's what we said. If he wants to win somewhere else, go and do what you got to do.
More power to you. Like,
Exactly.
I don't think you're wrong when you say F Julio Jones. Like at the end of the day, he could have did things a lot better than what he did. Like even I just have a hard time believing that, and it could very well be that. We gotta just wait things out. As far as us knowing whether or not he knew this was on. I just have a hard time believing that like I said, I don't know. We don't damn know. This is one phrase that we always have on this show. We don't damn know. We got to wait things out and not be so quick to come to a conclusion because like this is what happened to Shannon. Like you can get yourself in a lot of trouble, speaking out of turn and then, doing things like recording people and putting them on lives in front of the world. And a lot of people saying, he didn't break California law. Like if the business itself is, if it's registered in California, but they film in another, like that, he still is subject to California law and wherever that business is registered. And for what I understand, it's in California.
Nah, I just looked it up. It's in California, so he's about to be subject to California law.
He's subject to California law. If that business is registered in California, then they're definitely gonna reach some. Woo, this is messy.
Wow. And false star Falcon with the $5 super chat. He said, "Oh, don't forget that the Skip show featuring Shannon. Also, we should be okay personal wise. This team is transforming from being top heavy. We got to move on. This is going to be one of those situations where Julio is going to come with the hey big head text. You go,
hey, you want a raise? You want a pay cut? Okay, I give you a pay cut. He ain't got no choice."
But hold on, Tony Rice said that's an immature way of looking at things by cursing Julio Jones. He's still a man, he's still a person, but there are people out there who feel like they are judges. Hey, like I said, everybody. No, he's basically talking about with the whole F Julio thing. He said that's an immature way of looking at things.
I guess.
Hey, like I said, we're saying it from us. Like I said. We can say like they ain't cussing no Julio out, but we just gonna say in a situation he done put himself in a deep situation that wasn't necessary. We got Madness, the Magnificent said might have to catch that Bradshaw clothesline from hell to get his uppity ass to act right.
Close line from here.
Yeah, Tampering.
Hey man, look. If your ass don't want to be here, I'm not gonna force you. I ain't gonna beg you. Just go. Bye.
Right.
I don't understand how that's, you know, down on the play. If you don't want to be here, bye.
Right.
I don't believe in big and grown men in the state. If you don't want to play for the team, you feel like you can go somewhere else and win. Bye.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Like I said, that's just like with anybody else. Like I said, if somebody don't want to be around you, shit, fuck them. But it's not saying fuck him as the person, but just saying that the situation goes like, hey,
right.
Hey, just got to move on. You dwell in it too long, and this is the reason why we say about the people that talk about the Michael Vick situation and the Matt Ryan situation. If you don't move on, see now you're holding on to hurt that your guy's not here. You got to move on. Like I said, if he's not here or the person not here, you either go somewhere else and be fans somewhere else, or vice versa. Hey, at the end of the day, Ben Surge got a $5 super chat. Say if he wants to play with Cam, 2,600, 2,657 yards, 8 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Show Julio his stats look familiar. Mike Vick stats.
That man threw for 8 touchdowns, bro. If he want to go there, bye. Bye. That ain't even Michael Vick. That's an insult to Michael Vick, bro.
Yeah. Michael Vick wasn't that bad. Not 8 to 10. Now they said Cam Newton is improving his mechanics, so we don't know what he's gonna be like. But the thing about it is, I don't know how that offense is gonna run. He might not see as many targets as he would down here in Atlanta.
Fort Bragg, we get it. Trust me, we get it. Yeah, we just saying the fact it's more of the situation. Like if you don't want to be here, fuck it, bye. I mean, that's essentially what we're saying, you know.
Oh no, that's what he was saying. He was talking about about that.
I wanted to clear that up. Just make sure.
Right. Oh yeah, King quit talking about. Did y'all see the New York mayor calling out Trey Young? Man, this is the same motherfucker that's giving out fucking hamburgers and French fries for people taking vaccine shots. He sit his ass down somewhere. New York already fucked. New York government system already fucked up there already, man. That's the last thing he need to worry about. But the thing is, we know how, like I said, if the mayor's calling out the player, that's letting you know that they scared of the team. They scared of the Hawks. The fans are scared of the Hawks. Let's keep it real. If the mayor's calling them out, talking about Trey Young hunting for fouls, but won't say that about James Harden, won't say that about any of these others. But remember, Trey Young mimicked his game after Steve Nash. Steve Nash was notorious for that shit. And Steve Nash tried to call him out for that. Exactly. Steve Nash tried to call him out for that shit. He said, motherfucker, I got my game from you.
Oh, bro.
Exactly. Oh man, let's see what everybody. Let's see. Hold on, we got one right here. He said, by the end of the day, whatever team he goes to will be hurt by the week 3 or so. We will be okay. Plus, it's time to move on anyway. Out with the old and in with the new. And that's all we say. That's all Arthur Smith is saying. We got to focus on the guys that are here right now, putting in the work.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I ain't slandering New York, the city. I'm just talking about the mayor and how they got, because I'm guessing you from New York, and like I said, from what I hear about certain New York, you got de Blasio and a lot of his rules that pertain to. It's really one-sided up there.
Everybody's scared on New York, man. I got family from New York, born and raised in New York.
Look, we got 2 AFM members from New York. Say, what you talking about?
Oh man, I got love for New York, but we ain't scared, y'all. I
fucks with New York, bro. But from what I hear is sometimes their system is corrupt as hell from what I hear from people. So that's all I'm saying.
Hey, man, look, I got family born and raised. My mom she went to school in New York. I fuck with New York, but we ain't scared of y'all asses. The hell with New York.
Fort Brad with the $2 super chat says Sixers all day. I'm done. Hey. We appreciate it, man.
Just make sure we don't see Embiid crying again, and we good, okay?
It's gonna be you gonna play 4-on-5 defense because Ben Simmons can't shoot worth shit. They gonna double Embiid. They gonna let Ben Simmons have a mid range, and he gonna miss all of it.
Oh man.
Yeah, like I said, we're not bad. We're not bashing New York. And people in the chat, we're not gonna bash New York. Like I said, New York is a good city. It's expensive as hell to live up there.
Oh yeah,
it's expensive as hell. Yeah. Them folks got money.
Hey, man, we got love for y'all, man. We got
love for everybody, bro. Hey, we did. Hey, look, I know you didn't say the hell with ATL. We didn't say the hell with New York. hey, just don't take it the hard way. Like I said, we respect what y'all do up there, man, and everybody up there. Like I said, I ain't got nothing against New York. I ain't got nothing against nobody, to be honest with you.
Whatsoever.
Exactly.
Oh man.
The way that I heard about them stopping frisk laws, I was like, bro, I don't want nothing to do with that.
No, I want no part of that. I need my heat, but I need my heat with me.
All right, but hold on. Iron Mike Tyson says the media grilling Arthur Smith today was whack as fuck. Like Dimitrov isn't the one who should be set on fire. Yeah, that was. They like I said, they wanted the thing was they grilled him because they wanted the Julio story. That's all they wanted. You had the same guy ask the same question 3 times. Like, bro, sit your goofy ass down. I don't want to answer that shit. I told you once before and I told you twice. 3rd time I'm smacking the shit out your head.
Hey,
hey, look. I'm putting the picture up there. Does this look like somebody that want to be talking about Julio for a whole hour?
That man was like, no, sir. Okay, I don't want to be talking about it.
Exactly. And I just caught that. That was the happy face I caught.
That man was heated.
Exactly. And we got Javon Estrada with the 499. He said, y'all think he's going to have the balls to address Atlanta? I don't think he will. You can't really do nothing. Like you said, Arthur Blank feel like he got betrayed. The whole organization feel like they got betrayed. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's anything he can really do about it. Like I said, you're gonna have no choice but to keep him. Like I said, it's gonna get to the point you ain't gonna have no choice but to keep him. Because hey, everybody stop getting on New York, bro. Like I said, hey, y'all need to stop.
Hey man, look,
y'all need to stop, bro.
My family's from New York, man. We came from the South, and my aunt, she is from New York. Stayed at there 30, 40 years, okay? My mom stayed up there again, all right? I got family. I got blood that's all New York, all right? I don't hate New York. I don't hate New York, okay? But it's still fuck New York, all right?
Yeah, I see what. Hey man, King Fuego. Like I said, homie. Like I said, at the end of the day, bro, we appreciate everybody joining in with us, regardless of whatever, man. Hold on. Well, Brad K said, first Michael Vick hurts Arthur Blank, and now it's Julio Jones. It's kind of fucked up how they do this, man.
Hey, man, it is. We said this earlier. Like, dang, that man ain't gonna want to deal with no more black people after this, bro. Two black people don't rob me out of millions, bro. That's like, man, forget this shit. Y'all ain't ever get another black quarterback.
Wow. My bad. I had a good beer, so if you heard that burp, that's my apology.
Hey man, this is our show, man. Everybody know we go get it. Hey man, we got love for New York, man. But right now in these playoffs, I mean what I say. Right now in the playoffs,
but New York right now in these playoffs, we respectfully fuck the Knicks and Diddy too, because Diddy ain't shit neither. Anyway,
that's a whole
I threw that in there, but Josh Gillum said, can't blame Julio for one out. We haven't won since 2017. 17. Correction. But let's go ahead and wind it on down. We're going to wind it on down here. Like I said, we appreciate everybody tuning in with us. Like we said, definitely, we know most of y'all probably following Mad Mike Sports. Wait a minute. Hold on. We look like we got another $5 super chat from Fort Bragg. Said Jim Moore, playoffs. What were you talking about the playoffs? I just want us to win the game.
Playoffs.
We just trying to win a damn game.
Playoffs.
Yeah. But we're gonna wind it down. Like I said, this is coming to the end of the night. I know most of y'all following Mad Mike Sports, but like I said, if you haven't, make sure you follow Atlanta Falcons Nation. Make sure you follow. Make sure you give your boy a follow here if you haven't already. Like I said, and I got some homework for y'all too. Under this same video is gonna be on my channel. But the thing I want y'all to do, you don't have to fully watch the whole video, but go under the comment section and leave questions, leave suggestions that you want me to talk about, because I'm going to use those in the 6-man combo videos, which you're not going to catch on Mad Mike Sports. Some of these questions you might not catch on AFN. This might just be exclusively to my channel.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, you make sure you follow all the platforms that's in the description. Make sure y'all give the thumbs up, share these videos with your friends. Like I said, appreciate Miss Maggie T, who is the producer of this show of AFN. That's the first lady, so y'all better put some respect on her name.
Respect on my name. Put some respect.
With a K.
Put some respect.
Because if you don't, we gonna get cussed out, and I don't think I'll need to be getting a shout match with anime, because I'll turn into something real quick. We ain't doing domestic violence. It's just a joke. But yeah, like I said, make sure you follow everybody. Like I said, the whole AFN family. Like I said, we appreciate y'all tuning in with us tonight. We appreciate doing this for y'all tonight. Like I said, this is a good way. Like I always say, AFN is not just us. It is everybody that tunes into this show. We are the nation. We are the Atlanta Falcons nation. We are the nation. We are the people that are going against the stereotype of content creators or vice versa. Like I said, we got plenty of Falcons content creators, but we want to make sure we give y'all something that's authentic and real as possible. And we appreciate it. We appreciate y'all tuning in to us every time we get online. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell if you haven't.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, go follow Just Kstylz, or you can hit me up on at Just Kstylz87 on Twitter and leave your questions or suggestions on topics and stuff that we could talk about. Like I said, I got my own topics too, but I want to incorporate y'all's opinions into what I want to do. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, you go to Just Kstylz. I don't know what is that? I forget where I got that from. Damn, it was a movie. I forget what it was. Talking Like a Man. No, it was Coming to America. It was Coming to America with
So just let your soul go. The feeling so silky smooth. Man, I might fuck around one time and let my head go around. I'm gonna come in this thing with a damn Jerry curl just one time.
Hey, man, see, that's why this is why AFN is AFN. Y'all not gonna get this nowhere else, man. All right, man. Hey, man, I know y'all gonna go and watch some Coming to America now. All right, man. Hey, man. Hey, it's all good. Y'all continue to support your boy here at Atlanta Falcons Nation, man. Go Atlanta Falcons Nation. But I want to see 10 people, please. All right. I need 10, 20 people right now. This is just out of a favor from your boy Mad Mike. I need 10, 20 people. We want to see 20 people. It's 200 people in there. All we ask is for 20 people to go to Just Kstylz. Go to Just Kstylz. Subscribe to his channel, please. All right. That's all we ask. We not just hit a button. That's all you got to do. Look, you go type Just Kstylz with a Z and hit that subscribe. That's all it takes. Support your boy. Great content. Y'all already know how we get down. You know you're going to be entertaining. So help your boy out. Help him. We want to see 20 people subscribe to the channel. 2 people. It's 200 people. So there's no reason why we can't get this man 20 subscribers. All right. So you guys head over there. Hit that channel, man. Look, man, that's all we try to do. We do Atlanta Hawks. He got the Georgia Tech. He repping the Georgia Tech on right now. I'm a Bulldog. I'm a Bulldog fan. But that's that's a whole nother story. But we're gonna get all. We're gonna Hawks, Bulldogs, Tech, Atlanta United. Look, man, we do all things. So check him out, man. With that being said, you guys continue to support us, man. Absolutely love all you guys for what you help us with, man. This show is nothing without y'all. It is absolutely nothing without y'all. But Kstlyz got something to say. What it be?
Hey, man. Hey, I'm about to say, so when we gonna go ahead and start this wrestling thing? Because we gotta start that.
Okay, because we can start that real soon. We can start that ASAP.
So if a lot of y'all are wrestling fans, we might start talking some wrestling here about the stuff we grew up with, or how we feel about the stuff now. So be on the lookout for that. And ATL talking about Georgia Tech sucks. Man, what the hell up? I see. I can't talk shit because we've been trash for so long, bro. But hey, guess what? By me being a Georgia Tech fan and knowing we suck, that lets you know I'm not a bandwagon guy.
As real as it can get. As real as it get.
Exactly. Exactly. But Mike, what we tell them, you ain't got to go home,
but you got to get the hell out of here.